Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about anime Persona 5 and self-consciousness. Anime Persona 5 is made by company Clover Works in 2018. This anime origins from a game also called Persona 5, which is a 2016 role-playing video game developed by Atlus. In order to have a better viewing experience, in this video I will use game CG instead of scenes from anime to clarify my points. The reason why I like Persona 5 is because its stylish art effects, good characterization, and the exploration of self-consciousness. I will talk about the self-consciousness in two parts. The first part is how people view other people, and the second part is how people view themselves. Persona 5 takes place in modern-day Tokyo and follows a high school student known as Joker who transfers to a new school after being falsely accused of assault and put on probation. Over the course of a school year, he and other students awaken to a special power, becoming a group of secret guardians known as Phantom Thieves of Hearts. They explore the metaverse to steal malevolent intent from the heart of adults. Metaverse is a supernatural place created by humanity's subconscious desires. The party battles enemies known as shadows using physical manifestations of their psyche known as their personas. In here, I want to introduce our author, Michael J. Gaines, and his article stating woke in sunken places or the wages of double consciousness. His article is writing about a very excellent horror movie called Get Out. This movie and article introduce a specific term called double consciousness. Double consciousness is the internal conflict experienced by subordinated or colonized groups in an oppressive society. After knowing the concept of double consciousness, I want to introduce the first major antagonist in Persona 5, Kamoshida. In his metaverse, he views the school as his castle of lost, and he's a king here. He's a former Olympic volleyball champion who later becomes the volleyball coach at Shujin Academy. Adults around him trust him, and students cannot disobey him.
Go, go, let's go, Kamoshida!
I won't let anyone take this. This proves that I am the king of this castle. It is the core of this world.
That rat bastard! That's how he sees me, isn't it?
Yo, pervert! Were you waiting to ambush us?
I just made it easier to find you. I'll dispose of you myself. Right here, right now.
That's our line, you sexually harassing D-bag!
What a selfish misunderstanding.
How is it a misunderstanding? You were doing things that you kept in secret from others.
People around me were the ones who kept it secret. Adults who want to share in my accomplishments. Students who have the drive to become winners. They willingly protect me so that we all may profit from it.
In the fight scene, there are two Anne here. In Kamoshida's eyes, female students inside the school are his sex slaves. The Anne beside him is his impression of Anne. And then comes to the second antagonist in Persona 5, Madarame, who is a very famous Japanese painter. In his metaverse, he views his own house as an art museum. All of his students are the paintings hanging in the wall. He sees his students as his property. He can easily steal their ideas and take their paintings away. This is the last antagonist, Shido. He is a very ambitious man who is trying to make himself the president of Japan. And he is also the person who sent our protagonist Joker to probation even though Joker did nothing wrong. In his metaverse, Japan is under the water and he owns the cruiser of Pride. Of course, he's the captain of the cruiser. In his opinion, Japan is in huge trouble and only he can save Japan. However, only he and some other governor officers can get on the cruiser because he thinks other people are useless and they should wait to be drawn. By applying the concept of double consciousness here, we can know that conflict always occurs when the people in charge view other people differently. After talking a lot about the villains and how people view other people, I want to talk about how people view themselves. So I want to talk about the protagonists here. As I mentioned before, protagonists fight with their enemies by using the physical manifestation of their psyche known as their personas. We can also see they are wearing masks. In the metaverse, mask or persona represents their identity. When new protagonist wants to awake their special power, they should get off their masks in the metaverse first. The first mask represents their self-restrictions from themselves. The first mask also means the impression that other people put on them. By getting off the mask, they are brave enough to see their true self, and it also means they are not afraid of other people's judgment. Just like Joker here, he does not want to be assaulted by Kamoshida anymore, and he chooses to embrace what he really is. In Kamoshida's castle, he summons his first persona, Arthur. Just like Socrates says, know yourself. This is quoted from the book called Socrates and Self-Knowledge. Socrates says that knowing yourself is fully understood on the model of reflexive perceptions, eyes looking at themselves in a mirror of another's eyes. He also means that self-knowledge is evaluative, dialogical, and aspirational. The protagonists in Persona 5 get the knowledge of themselves from other people, then they choose to communicate with themselves and embrace what they really are. It is interesting when protagonists get rid of their first mask, the self-restriction one, they will gain another mask. The second mask represents their persona, which also means their real identity of themselves. All the second masks related to true personality of the protagonist instead of impressions from others. Although the second mask is like the first mask, covering heroes' faces, the second mask does not mean self-closure. This is a way of self-expression because they are showing their personality in their face.